Morning everyone, welcome to the Keep Healthy movement. My name's Mike. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a personal trainer and my background is in yoga and Pilates. Thank you for having me in your lounge room. From now on in, I've gotten together with a group of other trainers and we're going to come to you because right now that's the best we can do and that's how we operate. We do with the best with what we've got to work with. So today what I'm going to need you to have is, if you have a yoga block, then great, have that ready. But if you don't have a yoga block, that's okay. If you just get a towel, okay? A big towel, the bigger towel the better, maybe a beach towel, because if you don't have a yoga block, then we're going to convert this towel into a yoga block. Today I'm going to take you through a bit of yoga, bit of Pilates, bit of meditation. I'm guessing that a lot of you have been spending a lot of time on the couch or trapped inside the house. So I'm going to do my best to undo any cabin fever that might be starting to set in. Let's get started. We'll just start off in a 4-point position. So just coming over onto all fours. Actually, I'll give you a little bit more time to suss out the towel. So we'll do the towel first because I know a lot of you are probably just settling in and adjusting the camera and just figuring out what's going on. So with the towel, when you do get it, just take it out like this and then fold it in half like this, okay, and then fold it in half again, okay, and then fold in half again. Alright, so you want a nice thin rectangle like that, and then with the thin rectangle we're just going to roll it up nice and tight, okay, nice and tight, nice and tight. And then we have like a little tight little cylinder that's going to double as a yoga block. Okay, so just have that ready. Let's put that there. And I'll just put that there. Alright. A little bit more coffee before I start. Valko, you ready to go? You going to behave for Daddy? Shivas are good, they don't bark that often. Alright, so let's get warmed up. So just coming down, kneeling, knees apart, and then one hand on top of each other. Inhale, let's reach up. Once we're at the top, lift your chest, a little bit of a back bend, stretch. And then exhale, continue. And inhale, reaching up. Once we're at the top, lift your chest, back bend. And exhale, back the other way, exhale. And inhale to the top, reach back, stretch, feel the upper back. And exhale, back down we come. Inhale, once we get to the top, lift your chest, back bend, stretch. And exhale, last one. Inhale at the top. And then from here, grabbing your hands behind, lift your chest, draw your shoulders down as you reach back, open up the chest. So I'm sure a lot of you have been working from home, maybe not in the best setup, so we're going to do a lot of upper back shoulder mobilization, releasing all this out. Let's do some neck stretches right now while I'm on the point. So, tilting your head to one side. We want ear to shoulder. Don't look down at the ground, look straight ahead at the wall in front of you. And then just placing your hand on your head, gently pressing the hand into the head, just getting a bit of a stretch down this side of the neck. And we're just going to hold it here for a few breaths. So if this feels like a deep stretch, then you can just keep doing this. If you want to increase the stretch, start to push your head back into your hand. So we should be getting a good release right down the side of the neck. And coming up, and just shrug it out, release. And forwards. Switching to the other side, ear to shoulder, not looking down, look straight ahead at the wall in front of you. Gently pressing the hand to the head. If this is a deep stretch, keep doing this, but if you'd like to increase the stretch, press your head back into your hand. And just releasing out, a few shoulder shrugs. And coming forwards. Interlace the fingers. Press your palms forward. Sorry, Barker. Draw the shoulders down as you reach forward. And rotating the palms up to the sky. Draw the shoulders down a little bit. Maybe closing the eyes. And leaning over to the right, looking up past your armpit. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposite side, looking up past your armpit. Inhale, center, and exhale. Hands to heart center. Coming down into a 4-point position. So, horse stance. We want our wrists shoulder width apart. So we're not doing a push-up, not too wide, wrists stacked beneath your shoulders. Puppy, the other side, puppy. All right, drawing the shoulders down and back, spread your fingers wide. So we don't want to be sinking down into the shoulder joint. We want to lift our chest away, drawing the shoulders down, drawing your belly button into your spine. And reaching your right arm out. And reaching your left leg back. Okay? So, just feeling for the position of the hip. Make sure the hip is not dipping down or hitching up. Okay? And 5 rounds. Exhale, elbow comes past the knee, arch your back up to the sky, relaxing the head. And inhale, reaching out. And 2, exhale, elbow comes past the knee, relax the head, arch the back up. And inhale, reaching out. 1 more, exhale. Oh no, 2 more. I need more coffee. I can't count to 5. And reaching out. Last one. And reaching out. So this is good. I can't normally drink coffee in the gym while I'm teaching a class. Switching to the other side. Reaching your left arm out. Reaching your right leg back. And 5 rounds. Exhale as we fold in. Inhale. Reaching out. And 2. Exhale. And inhale. And 3. And exhale. And 4. And inhale. Last one. Exhale. And inhale. Okay? And then from here, hand and knee to the mat. And just around to the left and right a few times. Just stretching out the back. If it feels good, reaching back to the left and right. Maybe stretching out the hips. And getting into the shoulders. So just moving around in whatever way feels good. Okay? And setting up our position, drawing the shoulders down and back, belly button into the spine, reaching your right arm out, and reaching your left leg back. So, we're either going to stay here, okay, keeping your shoulders and hips as still as possible. If it's comfortable, then you can reach back and grab your ankle, relaxing the arm and kick your leg up into your arm, okay? If this doesn't work, if it doesn't feel comfortable, then just holding this position here, okay? Stretch. And reaching the arm and leg out. Hand and the knee comes down to the mat. And round to the left and right a few times. Switching sides, reaching your left arm out. And reaching your right leg back. So, either staying here or If it's comfortable, come back, grabbing the ankle, relaxing the arm, kick your leg up into your arm, okay? But if you're in this position here, we want to keep the torso as still, the shoulders and hips as still as possible, minimize any movement. If you start to wobble, tucking your tummy in, belly button into the spine, that's where we get our stability from. And reaching back up, straight arm, straight leg, hand underneath to the mat, and around to the left and right a few times. And then from here, if you have your block, you can grab your block, but if you don't have your block, grab your tightly rolled up towel, placing it at the top of the mat, moving your knees back, and then let your chest, draw your chest down towards the mat. So we're relaxing the arms, getting a good stretch in the shoulders and upper back. And lifting your chest up away from the mat, moving the knees forward, grabbing your little towel behind, lift the chest and reach back. And shrugging it out a few times. Alright, so if you've got your towel, just holding your towel on either side like this, okay, it should be about this width. But I'm going to upgrade to the block, and I'm going to turn the fan on. I'm starting to sweat. Puppy, go outside. And the dog needs to go outside. Alright, so let's move on to some abs and core, okay? So, laying down on your back. What we're going to do is scissor the legs. Whoa, scissoring the legs. Easiest option is scissoring up high. Okay. Harder option, scissoring down close to the ground. Your lower back should be in contact with the mat. If your lower back arches, then you need to make this easier by going up higher. Scissoring the legs, reaching the block to the same side as the closest leg, lifting your chest, drawing your shoulders down. So we're going to keep looking above the block, okay? Our arms are going to stay straight. Inhale, switch, hold, pause, and exhale. And my legs are a bit too long. And inhale, switch, pause, hold it. And exhale, switch, pause. And 3. Inhale, switch, and 4. Exhale, switch. Do not bend the elbows, that's cheating. 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Last 2, and last 1. And hug the block into the knees, stretch. Maybe do a few circles. Give your spine a bit of a massage. We're going to do 2 more rounds. I didn't mean to be rude. 2 more rounds. Peace. And starting off on the opposite side, lifting the chest, drawing the shoulders back. And let's go. Inhale, switch, hold it, paused. Exhale, switch, and hold. And 3. And 4. 5. And 6, 7, and 8, 9, last 1, and holding the block into the knees and stretch. 1 more set to go. And reaching to the side that we started off on the first time, and let's go. Inhale, switch, hold it. Exhale, switch, and hold. And 3. And 4. 5. And 6. 7. And 8. Last 2. Last 1. Excellent. And hug the block into the knees and stretch. release out. Okay, moving on to bridge. So just placing your block off to the side. So to start off with bridge, so we're going to bring our feet in fairly close. You might be able to touch your heels with your hands. For some people that's not going to happen, but that's fine, just because of people's different anatomy. Make sure that your feet are hip width apart, okay? When we're in a bridge, our feet are hip width apart, okay? Because I know the camera comes to here. We do not want the toes turned out. We don't want them too close together, okay? So, looking down at your feet, make sure they're lined up nicely, hip width apart. Coming down into your bridge. And we'll just do a bit of stretches in a basic bridge first, before we amp things up. So, just coming up into your bridge, pressing the palms together, and get your shoulder blades nice and close together, drawing the shoulders down. Okay, getting a good stretch across the top of the chest, especially if you're working from home, maybe sitting on the couch, on a keyboard or a laptop. This tends to happen. We want to undo all that bad posture. And from here, arms out to the side, peeling your spine down. Hug the knees in, bring the knees out to either side, gently pulling up to stretch. The dog's like, what is going on? If you want to deepen the stretch, push your knees back against your hands. And just tugging in, rocking to the left and right a few times. Okay, so what we're going to do now, single leg, get a bit of glute activation happening. So if you have your block, place your block between your thighs like this. Make sure the block is above your knees. So we don't want it on the knees there. We want it above, otherwise it's going to move around. I am going to try this with the towel, just to sort of road test how well this works. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So, coming up into a bridge. All right. Hips up. Hips must stay equal height. If it helps, you can place your hands on your hips for this one. And we're going to straighten one leg. Okay, straighten your right leg. The only thing that moves is the shin. Okay, this should not happen, this should not happen. All right, if we're doing any single leg stuff and it's a bit too much, if it's uncomfortable in the back, just placing your foot down and just doing the basic bridge on 2 feet. Okay, actually let's do 3 repetitions with 2 feet and then we'll increase the difficulty as we go. So, coming down to close to the mat, pause, don't rest. Short gap between your bum and the mat, or that's cheating. Inhale up, we'll do 2 more. Exhale, come down, pause, and back up. And last one. Exhale, come down, pause. Inhale, raise. Okay, if that is hard enough, keep doing that. If you would like to increase the difficulty, raising your leg. And 5 repetitions. Exhale as we come down. Hips stay equal height, knees stay equal height. And back up. And 2, exhale as we come down. Hips stay equal height, knees stay equal height. And back up. And 3, exhale. And inhale. And 4, exhale. And inhale. And last one, exhale. And inhale. Switching to the other side, just adjusting your hips, adjusting your knees. And let's go. Exhale as we come down. Pause, hover, don't rest. Inhale, back up. And 2, exhale, pause, hover. And inhale. And 3. 2 more. And 4. And last one. And placing that back down, just tugging the towel into the knees and stretch. Okay, so that worked pretty well. Make sure your towel's rolled up nice and tight. More motivation to keep it steady. Because if you don't, it's going to flop all over the place. Alright, so I'm going to switch back to my block from the top. We're going to do everything again. Okay, so scissoring the legs, reaching to one side, and let's go. Inhale, switch, pause, hold it. And exhale, switch, pause. And 3. and 4, exhale, and 5, and 6, 7, and 8, last 2, last 1, and hug in, stretch, 2 more sets to go, peace. Setting up on the opposite side from the one you just started on last time, and let's go. Inhale, switch, hold it. Exhale, switch, hold. And 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, and 8, last 2, and last 1. Excellent. Hug in and stretch. 1 more set to go. And setting up. And let's go. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. And inhale. And exhale. And 5. And 6. 7. 8. And 9. And 10. And hug in and stretch. Okay, so we're going to do another set of bridge or sort of modified hip raises. So placing our feet down, just come up, just make sure that your feet are set up, they're not turned out to the side, not too close together, hip width apart, and coming down into position. Block above the knees, not on top, and just adjusting my shorts. Coming up into your bridge. Hips equal height. Keep your hands on your hips if you need to. Okay, easier option, both feet on the mat, or for the harder option, raising your left leg. Okay, hips stay equal height, knees stay equal height, and down we come for 5. Exhale, and inhale, and 4, and 3, and 2, last 1, and switching sides, just adjust, just make sure your hips are equal height, check out your knees, and other side, exhale, and inhale, and 2, and 3, and 4, last 1, and placing the foot down, exhale, peel your spine all the way down, hug the block into the knees to stretch. And just rocking back and forth a few times. Whoa, my belts. Rocking up to seated. All right, from here, let's stretch a little bit. So just coming into a nice comfortable position, cross legs or half lotus, maybe full lotus if you're one of those flexies. If it's uncomfortable sitting on the ground, then please sit on the block. You can maybe sit on the block like this, okay? Your lowest height, maybe a bit higher, and also it works in a cross-legged position as well. If there is slight discomfort when you're sitting, then that's not necessarily a bad thing. Mild discomfort kind of means that we're stretching what needs to be stretched, but if it's quite uncomfortable, then please use a block. Okay, so from here, interlacing the fingers, pressing the palms forward, drawing the shoulders down, and let your shoulder blades fall apart. Inhale, rotate the palms up to the sky, looking straight ahead, maybe closing your eyes. Exhale, leaning over to the right, looking up past your armpits. Inhale, center, and exhale, opposite side. Inhale, center, and exhale, hands to heart center. From here, bring your feet out in front, and I want you to cross your legs the opposite way to the way you just had them crossed, the uncomfortable way. And then from here, Spider Mudra. Spider Mudra, fingertips out in front like this. Walking your fingertips all the way out, and then over to the right. Okay, over to the right. Relax your head, relax the shoulders, and then just walking that left hand a little bit further forward than the right. Stretch. Relax the head, relax the shoulders, looking down. And walking the fingertips all the way over to the other side. And then walking that right hand a little bit further forward than the left. Relax the head, relax the shoulders. Say hello to the dog. Puppy. And walking the fingertips back into the center. And walking the fingertips back into the body. Okay, let's move on to some boat pose. So, coming across the side, bring your feet out in front. Okay, let's just start off with Cosmic Egg, because that's a good one just to get our balance. Puppy play. So, just wrapping your arms around your knees, drawing the shoulders down and back, and just balancing or just holding it for a few breaths to start. So drawing the shoulder blades together, just tucking your chin in. Okay, so I'm going to go up in a few progressions. If you start to feel any of this in your back, if it doesn't feel comfortable, you can always come back to this one, Cosmic Egg. So from here, just grabbing your big toes and maybe just holding this position, okay? If it feels comfortable, then your shins can come to parallel, okay? Drawing the shoulders down, squeezing between the shoulder blades. You may want to reach the shins out, you might want to stay in close. You might want to reach the shins out a little bit. Maybe coming into straight legs, or whoa, as straight as your hamstrings are going to allow. We're about to find out how our hamstrings are today. So just relax your legs as much as possible, give them a bit of a shake. Keep drawing the shoulders down, gazing up. We should be looking up here, not down here. I do not want to see this. Well, I can't see this because I can't see you, but I'm trusting you to stay in this position, okay? Not this position, all right? So, we can hold it here. If you want to come into a variation, maybe you could take floating Vajrakanasana. So just play around. Maybe this one, okay? If that feels good on the inside of the thigh, abductors, maybe this one. But if you're getting a good hamstring stretch, maybe this one. Or, you know, if everything's a bit scary at the moment, maybe just keep Cosmic Egg, and then, you know, things are going to get better, guys. Things are going to get better. So, from this one here, let's just come down to the mat and stretch. So we're going to slowly and gracefully come down to the mat. And just placing your right foot over your left leg. So your foot's pointing this way. We're going to face the opposite way, the way the foot is pointing. Elbow beside the knee. Inhale, lifting the chest, and exhale, looking over at the dog's bum. Great, Valko's having a snack. Valko, that's not your best angle for the camera. I think I'll put the food bowl in a different spot for the next video. Okay, coming back into the center, switching sides. Inhale, lifting the chest, exhale, twist. And looking forwards. Okay, so from here we'll come into some boat pose variations. So, easy boats. Again, if you want to do cosmic egg, you can do cosmic egg. If anything else feels uncomfortable on your back. Level up from this, placing your hands behind and just bring your shins to parallel with the ground. Okay, but make sure that our chest is lifted. Okay, if it feels alright, reaching your arms forward, lifting your chest, gazing up. We should be looking up here, not down. Don't do this. Okay, gazing up, feeling proud, proud chest, proud in the mind. If you're up for a twist, hands to heart center, take a twist to the right. If you want to make it even harder, maybe float the left leg just above the mat. And coming into the center, inhale, exhale, opposite side, twist. If you want to make it harder, then maybe floating the right leg. And center, resting, wrapping your fingers around your shins, and just taking cosmic egg for a couple of breaths. And setting up both pose. So either your easy boats, medium, or if you're up for a twist, hands to heart center, take a twist to the left, maybe floating the right leg. And center, and taking a twist to the right, maybe floating the left leg. And center, and cosmic egg. For a couple of breaths. And coming back into your boat. If you're up for even more of a challenge than a twist, maybe coming into low boat. Hello, doggo. Chin lifted, looking right at the ceiling, and coming back up the top. If that felt uncomfortable in your back, just stay up the top. Otherwise, 3 more. Exhale as we come down. And up. And 2. And up, whoa. Last one. And up, and cosmic egg, rest, stretch. And from here we'll just come into a bit of a stretch. So coming into cross legs, or half lotus, whatever you prefer. Now you're in cross legs, guess what? Cross them the other way. The uncomfortable way. Alright, so placing your right hand on your left knee. And inhale, lift the chest, exhale, twist. So just make sure that the back hand is back far enough that your shoulder shouldn't feel like it's hitched. Make sure the shoulder's down. You might need to move your back hand away from the body a little bit to do that. Okay, chest proud. And looking forwards, just shrugging out, a few shoulder rolls. Switching sides, left hand, right knee. Inhale, lift the chest, exhale, twist. And looking forwards and shrugging it out. Okay, so let's do a bit of spinal twists now. If you have been spending a lot of time on the couch or not moving that much, backs like to be twisted to get the tension out. So we're going to lay down. Just bring your arms out, palms facing up. If I could move this arm, it would be flat like this one. So just look at this side. So crossing your right leg over your left. Okay, so deep cross like this. So not like that, but deep cross as far as you can. And let both legs fall over to the left side. Okay, and then just shuffle your hips, get as comfortable as possible. And just relax the legs, relax your back as much as you can. Okay, so you might be feeling it in the hip, you might be feeling it in the lower back. So we're going to hold this for just 30 seconds or so, but this is a really good one to do if you get discomfort or a bit of an ache in the lower back. If you're doing it yourself, just hold it for a good 2-3 minutes. You'll get really good benefits of really being able to relax into it after a couple of minutes. And then to deepen the stretch, you can look over to the right, maybe reach to the right. But if you're reaching, just make sure you keep your hips and your back nice and relaxed. And coming into the center and crossing the legs. Switching sides, so crossing your left thigh over your right, deep cross. And letting the legs fall over to the right. So just shuffle your hips, get nice and comfortable, relax the legs, relax your back. Maybe looking over to the left, maybe reaching to the left. And coming back into the center. And just doing a few circles with the knees in opposite directions. And changing directions. Rocking back and forth, rocking up to seated. Okay, so we're going to go through a little bit of a snippet of Surya Namaskar. Actually, no, changed my mind. Down dog to tiger curl. So, coming into high plank. Make sure that your wrists, we're not doing a push-up, make sure that your wrists are narrow, stacked beneath your shoulders. Okay? Wrists stacked beneath shoulders from this angle as well, knees below hips. And stepping back into high plank. Okay? So, we don't want to sink down into the shoulder joint, lift your chest away from the mat, drawing your shoulders down. And then from here, lifting the hips, looking back at the feet, and just having a bit of a stretch. Okay, left and right. Hello, puppy. What's Daddy doing? Taking up your rug. It's just your spot. So, having a bit of a stretch, left and right. Relax your head. You should be looking right back at your feet right now. Okay, so don't feel like you have to have straight legs in downward facing dog. Bending your knees allows your back to be neutral and gives it a bit more space. So just try bending both knees and then lifting the sit bones. Just imagine there's a torch shining out your bum. Shine that torch up, okay? Just notice how you got a bit of a lumbar curve and your lower back probably felt a little bit more comfortable. So from here, inhale, raising the right leg. Okay, when you raise the leg, nothing else moves. Your hips do not move. I don't want to see that. Okay, I can't see it, but I'm trusting you to have good technique. Inhale, raising your right leg. Exhale, coming forward. Right knee to right elbow. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, coming down. Have a bit of a stretch, left and right. Switching sides. Inhale, raising the left leg. Exhale, coming forward, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, coming down. Stretch it out left and right. If you need a rest, drop to the knees and stretch. But if you don't want to rest, doing a few more rounds, okay? So, just take as much time between rounds as you need. Inhale, raise. Exhale, coming forward. You can maybe draw the knee down to the mat, maybe across to the opposite elbow, maybe draw a square or a smiley face, and then inhale, reach up. Exhale, lowering down. Have a bit of a stretch, left and right. Inhale, raising the left leg.
Exhale, coming forward. Maybe knee down to the mat, maybe across to the opposite elbow. Maybe draw a question mark, asking yourself, why are you doing this to yourself? And exhale as we come down, stretch it out. And we'll go for one more round. Inhale, raise. Exhale, coming forward. And reaching up. Inhale, raise. Exhale, coming forward. And coming down. Walking it out, left and right. And dropping down to the knees. Knees apart, toes to touch. Place your both hands on the right hand corner of the mat, if you have a mat, or in line with the knee. Left hand on top of the right hand. Slide your left hand as far forward as you can, getting a good stretch down the side of the body, and send your hips back. So you might want to rest this forearm on the ground, you might not, just see what works. Relax the head, relax the shoulders. And coming up, switching to the other side. Both hands on the left hand edge of the mat, right hand on top of your left hand. Slide the right hand as far forward as you can, feel the stretch, and send the hips back. Maybe resting your left forearm on the mat. And making your way up, coming back into the center, and just bring your knees hip width apart, and round to left and right a few times. And coming back into the center, and just taking a seat. Oh dear. So right now we'll come into a bit of Shavasana, so just laying down on your back. Laying down your back, arms out, palms facing up. You might want to take Supta Baddha Konasana with your feet together, knees out to the side. You might want to have your feet like that, or just the traditional Shavasana like this, just closing the eyes and focusing on your breath. So Shavasana is meditation, okay? So it's important to give ourselves permission to have time just to do nothing and just relax, okay? Don't feel like you are wasting time in Shavasana. If you're really tempted to skip it, you are the person that needs to do it the most, okay? Laying down on your back, closing the eyes, just noticing the thoughts that pop into your mind, observing the thoughts. Let the thoughts come in. Think of them as clouds. Let them come in and then let them go. Don't get frustrated with yourself. If thoughts enter your mind, that's the job of your mind, to throw thoughts in. That's okay. Let them come in and let them go. Give yourself permission to take a few minutes out of your day to relax and unwind. Noticing your breath. Just observing the inhalation and the exhalation. Noticing the mat underneath you. Noticing the points of contact that you're making with the mat. Notice how that each time you breathe out, you feel just a little bit heavier on the mat. Notice after every time you breathe out, you feel a little bit more relaxed. And a little bit more tension and stress leaves your body with each exhalation. So with that, namaste. If you're in Shavasana, please feel free just to switch the phone off and stay in Shavasana. I'm going to hang around for any questions and to have a chat with everybody else. So I hope to see you next time. Please share the timetable, tell your friends about the Keep Healthy movement. We are here for you guys in whatever way we can. So don't think that it's just classes and that's just it. We want you to jump on in the group and ask us questions and talk to us, because we've got a lot of time on our hands right now. Gyms are shut, so this is where we're working. So come on and have a chat to us whenever you want. I'll see you again next time, guys. Thank you so much. Take care.